Bruno Mars and Cardi B's Finesse appears headed for the top 5 on next week's Billboard Hot 100 chart, dated January 20th. Plus, Justin Timberlake's new single, Filthy, should debut in the Hot 100's top 15, and possibly in the top 10. Above both songs, the Hot 100's current leader, Ed Sheeran, and Beyoncé's Perfect, which logs a fifth frame at number 1 on this week's chart, dated Jan. 13, looks likely to remain on top. Let's run some projections. Highlights of next week's Hot 100, which blends streaming, airplay and sales data, according to Nielsen Music, will post on Billboard.com Tuesday, Jan. 16, with all charts posting the following day, Jan. 17, a day later than usual, given the Martin Luther King Jr. Day holiday Monday. As previously reported, Finesse launches as the Hot 100's highest new entry on the Jan. 13 dated Hot 100, at No. 35, on the strength of 1 day of streaming and sales tracking, and 3 days of airplay, after its remix with Cardi B was released Jan. 4. The song was first released as a solo song by Mars on his 2016 album, 24K Magic. Based on preliminary data projecting the tracking period feeding next week's Hot 100, Finesse could draw over 30 million US streams and 40 million in radio audience, and sell more than 75,000 downloads. Such sums should send the song soaring from number 35 to the top 5. Timberlake's Filthy, released Jan. 5, thus setting up a first full week of streaming and sales tracking for the January 20th dated Hot 100, could launch with over 10 million US streams, 30 million in airplay audience and 70,000 sold. Based on those projections, the song should launch on the Hot 100 in the top 15, perhaps in the top 10. Meanwhile, Sheeran and Beyoncé's Perfect should retain its No. 1 Hot 100 rank, with over 30 million streams, 140 million in radio listenership and 80,000 sold. With all numbers finalized, Mars should land his 15th Hot 100 top 10, and the third from 24K Magic, following the No. 4 peaking title cut and the No. 1, That's What I Like. Cardi B would notch her 4th Hot 100 top 10 and, if her 3 hits currently in the top 10 can all manage another week in the region, joining Finesse, should become the first female artist ever to chart 4 simultaneous Hot 100 top 10s. On the January 13th dated Hot 100, she ranks at number 5 as featured, with A$AP Rocky, on Jeezy's No Limit, at No. 8 with Migos and Nicki Minaj on Motorsport, and at No. 10 with her own former No. 1, Bodak Yellow, Money Moves. Speaking of Fab Fours, among all acts, only the Beatles, for 5 weeks in 1964, 50 Cent, 2 weeks, 2005, and T-Pain, 3 weeks, 2007, have earned at least 4 concurrent Hot 100 top 10s. In that run, the Beatles charted a record 5 simultaneous top 10s for 2 weeks, including the entire top 5 on April 4, 1964. Timberlake will tally his first Hot 100 hit since Can't Stop the Feeling, which vaulted in at number 1 on May 28, 2016, becoming his 5th solo No. 1. He also led as a member of *NSYNC on the boy band's 2000 number 1, It's Gonna Be Me. Check back Tuesday, Jan. 16, to find out where Perfect, Finesse, and Filthy place, and for highlights of the Hot 100's top 10 and more.